When it comes to dating, I am all about screwing the rules, particularly when it comes to traveling, with the possibility of love. And the reason is that if you're confining yourself to your city, your town, your whatever, you're really limiting your options, right? So you're an amazing chick, all right? You deserve an amazing guy. And let me tell you something. He is not just going to come and knock on your door and present himself to you and suddenly, oh my God, I've met the love of my life. It's not going to happen. I mean, maybe. In the movies, okay. And maybe on occasion, he'll just happen to be living next door. But realistically, why are we settling so often when maybe the love of your life is in another country, in another state, in another city? I don't care, but he's probably not right here. So, traveling. I'm a big fan. I mean, look, this is what the internet is for, right? To meet people. And okay, maybe it's a little extreme sometimes, but we meet people on dating sites, we meet people on Twitter, on Facebook, on all sorts of things online, on YouTube, and you just suddenly, you start talking to someone. There's a connection. It's a connection that you haven't had in a long time, if ever. Why are we just going to say, oh, forget it, you don't live near me, I'm not interested, I can't pursue this? Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you not allow yourself to have complete, guttural happiness? Really? You deserve more. I believe that when it comes to love, you should love with your whole heart. Like, put your whole heart in it. Even if you're not in love yet, still, put everything you are into it. Because if not, why? You're just wasting your time. If you put everything you are, then you know. And yes, you're opening yourself up to the possibility of being hurt, but there's also a possibility of being really happy, and really happy for maybe the rest of your life. So allowing yourself to be vulnerable and giving yourself completely. And part of that is traveling. So the rules. Rules are, especially with the travel, they're conventional, okay? And when you succumb to convention and to rules, oftentimes you're doing something that I have done in the past and that I'm never doing again, and that is settling. Why would you settle on someone who you are not obsessively in love with for the rest of your days? I mean, really. You want to wake up next to this person and be so excited to see their face. And sure, I mean, let's be real here. That's not going to happen every day, but you can still have that excitement and that spark if you find the right one. It's interesting, dating experts, a lot of dating experts and dating coaches and relationship coaches and matchmakers, they have all these rules, right? But many of them don't follow them. They admittedly don't follow them. Why? Well, they work, obviously, or else they wouldn't be matchmakers because they wouldn't have a business if they weren't able to set people up. And the dating and relationship coaches, obviously their rules work because same thing. But they're safe. And safe isn't always exciting. And I mean, I like safe in some ways, okay? I want safe in some ways, but I don't want safe to mean settling. I want to feel safe in a relationship that I am thrilled with. Within that, I want to feel safe. So matchmakers, they're not necessarily following their rules because they know what true, deep, like obsessive almost love looks like and feels like. And that's what they want. They are not going to settle. Yes, they'll set up their couples and they'll give advice so that you don't hurt yourself because they don't want to have their clients get hurt and then their clients come to them and say, you know, you gave me advice that made me get hurt. Well, that's because she gave you advice that allowed you to put your heart on the line. And when you put your heart on the line, you might get hurt. I mean, that's just the reality of it all. But they're not going to settle because they know how amazing it can be. They know the huge potential for love and the amazing feeling that it can be. So because of that, they're not following their rules. And That's why I don't make rules. And when my friends ask me for advice, or when I have to write advice columns or do videos on dating, I really don't have rules. I say go with your gut. If you feel strongly about something, if you have this connection that's amazing, go. If you're chatting online with a dude for a couple of weeks, a couple of months, a couple of days, and you have this insane connection, go. Why not? Go and meet him. See if it's there. See if this spark, if this connection, if these conversations you've been having, see if it's real in person too. It very well could be. It might not. And that's fine. Then you have a really interesting story, and maybe your friends think you're a little psycho, and that's fine. But does it really matter? I mean, why are you going to risk not having that feeling? It's not worth it to me. I want that feeling, so I'm going to put my heart on the line. But that doesn't mean to be stupid about it, okay? This is also why we have the internet. Research. Google. You do your homework. Before you go and you meet any dude, you do your homework. You find out everything you can about them online. You go and look at their Facebook page, you go and look at their Twitter, you go and look at their business. You ask very strategic questions so that you can find out all of the little information that you need in order to get, to find out if they're an axe murderer or something. I mean, stupid things happen. Also, ask for their contact information. Really, what's your address? What's your phone number? Where are we staying exactly? Are we going to a hotel? Okay, what's the hotel information? And then give that information to someone you care about. Your mom, your best friend, I don't care. Someone who you can trust and isn't going to think you're totally out of your mind and will support you and be loving. Just don't be stupid. So screw the rules, but be smart about it.